Today's video, this is Shanti from Shanti TV. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Shanti and I put out videos every week. If you are returning, thank you for returning to my channel to spend a little bit of time with me and to watch another video. Today's video has been something that I have had on the schedule for a while, so I'm finally getting to it. And I have finally used this bag enough to give you a review. So today's video is going to be a review on the Lockme Tender that I recently bought from Louis Vuitton. If you've been watching me, you would have known that I initially purchased the Diane bag in the bicolor, which was very, very beautiful, but I had some issues with not the bag itself, but the pricing versus what I was getting when I got the bag in my hands. I was able to kind of inspect it and kind of look at what I was getting for the price that I was paying, and I just couldn't stomach it, so I decided to exchange that bag with this bag because I wanted a summer kind of colored bag, and so I decided to get this bag. So today I'm going to do a review on the Louis Vuitton Lockme Tender in Greige. It's nice to kind of see what bag I've been carrying. So I have been carrying the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 in the classic monogram, and this is the Speedy B bandolier. It comes with the crossbody strap. So I've been carrying this, and I've kind of emptied some of the items out of here so I can show you what fits in the Lockme Tender. I was wearing my Louis Vuitton Speedy bandolier damier abine in the 30 and have absolutely fallen back in love with the Speedy line. I have a Speedy love. I have always had a Speedy love. I just find them to be really practical, holds a lot more than you think, and it just always seems to look good and is practical. So for everyday use. So I have been carrying this, just wanted to show you that for a minute. All right, so let's get into this beauty right here. So, you know, for me, my first love with Louis Vuitton has always been canvas bags. So the monogram print, the damier bean print, and then the damier azur prints in canvas is really my first love of Louis Vuitton. They have really been pushing leather. They want their customers to buy leather. They have pushed out beautiful new bags in empreinte. And while I love empreinte, my heart belongs to canvas bags. It probably always will. And that's just what I like for functionality, for style, for just, it's lightweight and it's practical for everyday use, and so I kind of stick with those kinds of bags. I think the leather bags that Louis Vuitton puts out really kind of elevate the brand, which is what they want to do. But for me, my first love will always be canvas. With that being said, I did want to buy something a little bit more elevated for summer. So I decided I was gonna jump out and try kind of this leather and see how it's been, you know, and just test it out. This is not something that I would normally gravitate towards, but I figured why not try it. The Lockme Tender comes in several different colors. So this color is called Greige. And Greige is just like probably a combination between gray and beige, which is like a perfect name for this color. And then the other interesting thing about this bag is it actually is kind of, it has a secondary color. So here in the Greige combination, it comes with the gray and the white. It also comes in several other colors. So the black has kind of a white or a cream, I would say. Then it comes in quartz, which is like a beautiful cream with a rose accent. And then the navy, which if I weren't going to get Greige, I probably would have gotten the navy. I think the navy is very beautiful, very classy looking, and it's navy, and it's also got the cream colored secondary color. And the other interesting thing about this bag, which I've not seen on any other Louis Vuittons, is that the strap actually has the color of the bag on the side that shows, and then underneath it has a different color. And they've done this with every bag to give kind of this accent color, which is kind of interesting because you can see it. So from the side, like when I wear the bag from the, if I'm walking, and you can see it from the side that you have kind of that accent color, which is something different. It's something that I have not ever seen before with Louis Vuitton. I mean, they've had like monogram in black and things like that, but I've never seen that on one of their leather straps. So I think that is kind of a interesting feature. The outside of the bag, so this is a flat bag. If you're not into flat bags, this is not the bag for you. So they call this beautiful, beautiful LV lock the LV turn lock. Recently, they actually put out a new bag called the Oxford, which actually uses this turn lock. So this new bag, the Oxford, is basically a pochette métisse in this same leather. So it's an elevated pochette métisse. It's also a little bit smaller than the normal pochette métisse, but it's very, very beautiful. This leather is very, very beautiful. So this is made out of grained calf leather. So the mechanism for opening this is that you turn it and you open it. So the back has no pockets at all. It's just plain. The one thing that I have heard, actually one of the followers have pointed this out, and that is true of this bag, is that because of the way this clasp sits on this front flap, it doesn't really secure this tight enough so that this kind of moves. And when it does move like that, it tends to sometimes not be perfectly squared when you close it. And if that kind of thing bothers you, then that would be a con for this bag. But that is the outside of this bag. So it is a flat bag. It's got the kind of cream colored pocket that you can see. This is what it looks like from the side. And then this is what it looks like from the back. So this bag actually comes with 2 shoulder straps. One is a beautiful gold chain, and the other one is a wide strap. So I've taken the strap off the bag so that I can show it to you a little bit easier. Like I said, it's very unique because it's got kind of this blue color and this grayish color. So this is the part that goes over your shoulder, and the blue part is what sits on top of your shoulder. So this is one of these Louis Vuitton straps, which I don't have any strap like this, but it has these button clasps, which is how you make this strap either larger or smaller. This particular strap only has 2 different settings for changing the size. I currently have it on the longest setting, and then you can also make it shorter. I'm going to give you the measurements in a minute. On each of these rivets it says Louis Vuitton. It also has a lobster claw clasp, which also swivels and has Louis Vuitton on it as well. Okay, so I just measured off camera. On the shortest setting, it is about 27.5 inches. I did not include the clasp, so from end to end on the leather, it's about 27 inches. And then on the longest setting, it's about 36.5 inches. The other thing that I wanted to show you is that Louis Vuitton added a D-ring here where if you wanted to, you could hang a charm or something like that there, just to give it, you know, a little bit of creativity. The outside of the bag has these D-rings as well. One of the things that I love here is this stitching in this V pattern. Beautifully stitched. Okay, so let's look at the interior of this bag. The interior of this bag is this gorgeous, gorgeous microfiber lining. It's got one pocket here. It's got the largest compartment there and then a slip pocket there. On the inside, it says Louis Vuitton, made in France. I did get this tag inside the bag. It has Lockme Tender on it. It was $27.10 US. I also got this tag. It says the color. I also got this card which says exterior is calfskin, interior is textile. So by far the most popular question that I get on this bag is what fits in this bag? It looks really small. It is. I would consider this bag more of a mini bag. It doesn't even come close to what fits in a Speedy 25. It's very different than that. The layout is a little bit different, so you really have to be mindful of what you're carrying when you wear this bag. I do not recommend this bag for people that, you know, are not wanting to play Tetris with their bag, because you would get annoyed for sure. So let's look at what fits in this bag. I think the first thing that people want to know is if the phone fits in the front pocket, and it does not fit in the front pocket unless you have a smaller phone than what I have. I have the iPhone 13 Pro. It is not the Max, and if you have the Max, it definitely won't fit. But if you have a smaller phone than the iPhone 13, it potentially could fit in the front pocket. So really, that forces me to use part of the space that I have in here for a phone. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so we can work with this a little bit better. So there is the phone. Gosh, we are really up close and personal today. So there is the phone. I'm going to put my key in the front. I'm going to put a lip oil in the front as well. I'm going to put my iPods in the front. Can I fit this? This is a hand sanitizer. I fit a hand sanitizer there. I'm going to try to fit this wallet in here. It's pretty wide with my phone, and it fits. So I have a little bit of space there. Glasses? Sunglasses? No. So one of the things about this particular wallet is it has this clasp on the front, so it's kind of not going all the way down because I have that phone there. So you kind of have to push it down. There we go. So I have a little bit more space in here. I have I have the key clay, but this is kind of pushing it. Let's see if it'll fit here. Okay, I got it to fit. Now the question is, will it close? See, that's the issue. I've just stuffed way too many things in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy out and put this. Oof. I'm gonna take that guy out and put it here. That makes this a little bit better, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so I've got way too many things in there. So if I were going to wear this bag, that would not be the wallet that I would choose if I wanted to have my phone in there. So I'm going to use my key clay as my wallet. I'm going to put that down there. Let's take this lipstick because it's a little bit bulky and put it there. So I've got my key and my AirPods there. That's a little bit better. I've got this beautiful Christian Dior lotion, which that'll fit in there without any problem. Okay, so far I am good. These are sunglasses that I'm gonna put right there. That fits. That's what it looks like on the side. It's what it looks like from the front. Okay, so you can carry a little bit more with you. I would almost call this is a great evening bag too, because it's pretty enough to wear as an evening bag, but it fits a little bit more than something you might carry during the evening. Okay, I want to show you guys if a mini pochette fits in here. So I'm going to take some of this stuff out because I know a lot of you use mini pochettes. So let's try it with a mini pochette. So a mini pochette definitely fits in there, but obviously if you put everything you need in the mini pochette and then let's just say put your phone and your sunglasses on top. I love these shades. I think that's gonna fit. It's a little bit bulgy. The thing is, as long as it doesn't misshapen, it's okay. Yeah, that fits. It's a little bit kind of pushing that out, but the thing about this clasp, which can get a little bit annoying, so as you can see, it's secure. There's a lot of give there, if you can see that. This is pretty long, so it's got a lot of room there for you to be able to push it out a little bit more. Again, I wouldn't use the mini pochette in here. I think it takes up too much room. So let's do this. Let's put the key clay in the back. Let's put the balm, the lipstick. Let's put the lipstick back again in the front, like that. Let's see. Let's put the hand sanitizer. See, should be fine now. And I still have room. There you go. You gotta be a little bit careful with this clasp because that's kind of annoying, I would say. I'm trying to figure out what, so I'm gonna take the lip oil out from the front. Yeah, see, okay, so the thing is, if you put too much in the front, which I only have my keys and my AirPods, then I think it gets a little fussy to close because you're pushing this out a lot. But if you don't put a whole lot in that front, it's very simple to close. Okay, so that is a quick what fits. Let's do some quick mod shots. I am wearing just the chain, and like I said, this bag really is very beautiful to wear as an evening bag with just this chain. I would even take this to a wedding. It's very beautiful. The strap drop is 9 inches long. Okay, so it fits very comfortably over the shoulder. It looks really good. And it's comfortable. I haven't worn it this way. I haven't gone anywhere fancy enough to wear it this way, but this is what it looks like over the shoulder with the gold strap. Okay, I've moved the camera a little bit so you can see what it looks like crossbody on me. It hits me right where my waist is, actually. It's a little bit higher of a bag. I like where it hits on me. Again, I'm 5 feet tall. You can kind of wear it to the side. You can wear it a little bit more to the back, which is a little bit more comfortable. If I wear it on my shoulder, it gets pretty long for me because I'm short. So some of the things that I don't like about the bag are these few things. This lock, as beautiful as it is, sometimes it gets kind of stuck on that, and then you just have to push it a little bit more. The good thing is that it's secured. The bad thing is that that gets a little fiddly with it. So if you're trying to get in and out of your bag, that could get annoying. The other thing I wanted to show you is if you have both chains on the bag, and I feel like this happens on the East-West Pochette Métis. I've seen it and I'm like, I'm not sure about that. Do you see that it falls forward when you hold the bag like this? Now, nobody's gonna be holding the bag like this, but it naturally leans towards the front, and it's just because it's heavy. It's heavy, and then this is like not being balanced. And the Pochette Métis East-West, I feel like is very, very similar. And it does the same thing though. So the Pochette Métis also comes with a gold chain strap, and it comes with a longer strap. And when I put it on, it was the same thing. It kind of leaned forward, which I didn't really like. On the Pochette Métis East-West though, they have 2 separate D-rings for the 2 different straps, whereas on this, you would hang it on both. I will say this, on the Lockme Tender, this chain strap is very, very heavy. If I remember correctly, on the Pochette Métis East-West, it was not this heavy. It was kind of a lighter chain. It was long, and I didn't also, on the Pochette Métis, it also hung pretty long. I don't necessarily, I wouldn't like it wearing it with both straps just because I also think this is too long. But I think the reason they did that is so you could wear this, you know, on your shoulder if you wanted to, which I would prefer. So I like the fact that, you know, it does that. If I wanted to have something more decorative where I didn't want to use this, I have other chains that I could probably put on that would work. So there's just a few cons of this bag. And then of course it is small, guys. This bag is not a bag that you're gonna want to take out if you are not in the mood to deal with a small bag. A lot of people have gotten used to small bags, so they just don't carry as much as they used to. And I was definitely one of those people, but since I took my Speedy 30 on that trip, that little trip that I had in the beginning of July, I have just fallen back in love with bigger bags, and I really hope bigger bags are coming back soon. I've seen it on the runway that bigger bags are coming back, and I love that. And so I just hope that bigger bags come back because they're just easy. Just because you have a bigger bag doesn't mean you have to fill it up with everything. But I don't know. There's something about that Speedy 30 where it just, I love it, and I love the slouch. This is definitely not a slouchy bag, right? It's more of a structured bag. And again, I feel like this is more, you could wear this during the day for sure. Like I would take this strap off and I would just wear the bag. And that's how I have worn this bag. I've taken this chain off. I have not worn this bag with the chain yet. I would just wear it like this, and this kind of, you know, makes it more casual, I would say, with this strap. The other chain definitely elevates it. But so this bag is a good bag that you can take from day to night. And again, if you're into smaller bags, and then this is a good choice. The other thing is a lot of smaller bags or evening bags don't even hold as much as this holds, I feel like. So, you know, it's kind of a better choice for an evening bag, I would say, if you wanted to carry a little bit more. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this bag. I did want to get this review out there for you guys, for those of you who wanted to know about what fits in this bag. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I finally got this video out, so it will be sitting in the archives for anyone to watch. Thank you for spending some time with me this week, and I will see you next week.